Hi everyone, it's me. It is actually Penny and we are here to talk to you about how I survived parental estrangement. And this has been a 13-year journey for me, and I have to tell you that currently life is good. So let's dive into the way back when I had my first daughter in 1991, second daughter in 1992, and that was it for me. I said, one child for each hand. And that was it. We were a military family. I was home with my girls a majority of the time. I was a stay-at-home mom. When my oldest daughter went to pre-K, I went and volunteered at her school with my youngest daughter, and it was really nice. And then I had gotten out of the military when my oldest daughter, right before she was born. And then we stayed in for a while, traveled, and then eventually settled in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, close to our families. And again, I was a stay-at-home mom. I worked in the evening. My husband worked during the day. And then during the day, I went and volunteered at their schools. Um, and then eventually, I started working during the day when they were both in school full time. I was a bank teller and then subsequently got divorced, and I raised them on my own, primarily from the age of 10 and 11 on up. And then my oldest daughter estranged right after, after she turned 18, about 19 years old. And then subsequently, a year later, my youngest daughter estranged as well. And initially, I was in shock, awe. I was devastated. No one around me could believe it because we were all very close and we were always usually hanging out together. It was just one of those things, and then I had to change my mindset, and I said, "Now what?" And I said, "Well, I'm an empty nester sooner than I had planned, and now what am I gonna do?" So I started to focus on myself. I started to go to the gym. I had been working full time, which was a saving grace. I did outlet with friends and family, but I realized I was a broken record pretty quick, and so I had to start filling my life with other activities. I started to do photography, and over time, I simply changed my focus from being a mom to being a single person with a new chance at life. Um, it's not that I didn't miss my daughters because I miss them every single day. It's just that I said I couldn't allow anyone the opportunity to steal my remaining years and joy from me. So eventually I started to focus and pour my love into other people. I went and got therapy. I really focused on myself and dealt with healing from the traumas I had um, gone through while serving in the military. I raised my worth, and I then became very selective about who I was going to spend time with. Made a very quiet existence for myself, filled it with music and love and happiness and extracurricular activities, going to the gym, doing photography, learning how to knit, etc. And so I kept my mind busy. And in the meantime, after I healed from my trauma, which is always an ongoing process, I eventually turned that frown upside down, and my joy in life was contagious, and I met the man of my dreams. I'm not saying life is perfect, but it's almost a reincarnation and a moving forward and a choosing to focus on what you can taste, touch, see, feel, and smell every single day. And now it seems as if being a mom was in a previous life. It's almost as if I had to put that to death and rise up and be born again into a new existence. And I look at it fondly. I see videos and pictures of my daughters when they were little, and I smile. Um, it's one of those situations where I had to look at the reciprocal relationships I have. If I reach out to you, you reach out to me, that's cool. Also, who would be there for me in my time of need if I got a cancer diagnosis or I realized I had 6 months to live? Who would I want in my space? And that's what I started to focus on. So also I have a myriad of animals, birds, etc. And they love me just as much. So anyways, I'm not saying we can replace being a mom with other things, but it's about refocusing and letting go, accepting what is, respecting the decision of others, and moving forward. So I hope this helps, and I'll be back.